like to congratulate Coach Ellett. Thought his team played hard, and then they made plays when they needed to. We didn't make enough plays. For us, man, we just have to continue to grind. When you look at this game was a game of missed opportunities. Too many turnovers on our side of the ball, and looking at it, 5 turnovers in somebody else's house. That's a tough task when you talk about wins. I thought the change momentum in this game was probably the Farrell Cooper slant play for the big touchdown. It changed momentum, and then we gave it right back to them, and then we had to shut them down for a field goal attempt. Our football team continues to shoot itself in the foot in terms of the turnovers, and tonight, man, the penalties were, the penalties on the opposite side of the ball were just too many. For us, we got to be better all the way around. I thought we were solid in special teams, made the field, what it was, and I think overall, when you look at in our overall play, was definitely not good enough to win. Like I said, you can't go on the road and turn the ball over 5 times and expect to win a ball game in somebody else's house. And for us, that's just the bottom line. We got to play better. We will play better. We'll get it fixed.
Derek, you guys had a lead there for quite a while at halftime, and on after that, a lot of the bad stuff happened immediately after losing the lead. Do you think that had an effect on the offense, and we're playing catch up now?
It shouldn't have. If it did, and it shouldn't have. The thing that we have to do is take it one possession at a time. And that's what this game came down to. It came down to every possession counted. And I thought we just didn't do a good enough job managing the possessions. We had productivity, they had productivity, and they did a good job of keeping us off balance, man, with the run and the pass. But it still equated to 19 points. And in the end, we had more than our fair share of opportunities to make some plays and get points.
I know you're saying you're going to stick with Johnny the whole season. Is there any point there just for a drive or two we're going to make a change just for this game?
When this game is just too close, I'm trying to win. We're trying to win. And in that, I felt Johnny gave us our best chance. Sometimes it's the gift and the curse, in terms of what it looks like. But Johnny's just got to play through, in the bad stuff. Doesn't mean that I'm always going to be, that willing, to go, that far. But thus far, he's had the most reps. He's seen all the looks. And you know what? I've got to continue to back him, and I will. He's just got to be better.
You feel like one turnover kind of compounded the next, that it was the more pressure built because of the last turnover there in the fourth?
It could have been. I don't know. Like I said, we've got to manage it one possession at a time. I look at it, Adam, and for me, I just thought he made some poor throws and some poor decisions. And that's not blame. That's just being able to look at it and just say, okay, just take what the defense is giving you. If you don't like what you see, then pull it down and at least give us a chance to punt and play defense.
You mentioned your offense not being able to take advantage of some opportunities, but did you feel like your defense played well? Because you turned the ball over a lot, and then your defense ended up forcing a lot of field goals.
Yeah, man, we forced a lot of field goals. Man, as I looked at it, I think, in the numbers on third down, they were 2 of 13 on third downs. We continue to be good in third down situations, but there was just some times, and we didn't get off the field fast enough. But I'll take, 2 of 13 on third downs. Again, 19 points, 5 turnovers. We've got to make some things happen on defense too, though. I believe a takeaway and staying on their feet and having an opportunity to put it in scoring position for us is maybe what we have to do. I keep telling our defense, yeah, but the takeaways are great, but sometimes you may have to score on defense too. And so, if that's what it takes, then that's what we're going to do.
Caleb was out. Was that wisdom teeth? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Caleb had a dental issue, and he wound up having to get in his mouth taken care of, and so with that, and he had to miss this ball game.
Coach, can you talk about Darius a little bit? Because obviously you really tried to make him a bigger part of the game plan this week.
Yeah. I thought Darius did a great job. Put him out there. I thought Andy used him in the way we needed to use him, which was a little bit of pass, some run game, and I thought he ran tough and hard with the football. It looked the way we needed it to look. Again, we just couldn't sustain drives. When you don't sustain drives and you don't stay on the football field, then it makes it really tough to be able to move it all the way around. And we played from behind the sticks so many times tonight. We got off schedule, at least 6 or 7 times, and you can't do that in these ball games. It's just too close. The margin for error for us is way too small.
You made some offensive line mistakes, those penalties you really hadn't made earlier in the season.
Correct, and I think what it comes back to is, our guys just have to, keep their composure. We talked about the emotional high and what was going to happen in this game, and it happens to both sides. For us, I just thought, we made some uncharacteristic mistakes in terms of early penalties and early downs, which got us behind the sticks and made it real easy for them to tee off on us.
How do you manage the locker room and the roster when the appearance is the defense is bailing the offense out in all these games and keeping you guys in games?
We just have to continue to understand that football is a team sport. It's a team game. This isn't just one side of the ball. Needing to play better. If that's the case, well then in defense, man, you need to play offense too, and that's not how we're built. We're all going to get back on the bus. We're going to go home. We're going to, come out tomorrow, look at this dang film, and get this thing right. Because that's all you can do. This game's behind us. And what we got to do is take it for what it is, and let's be better.
One or two more.
Coach, last year, the losses weren't like this, obviously. To me, this would be like more frustrating than some of the games you've had. I mean, you had this game with like 8:40 to go, and then like the old things came back again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, so is this more frustrating for you to lose a game like this?
A loss is a loss to me.
Okay.
It's frustrating that, we've made strides, and then, today, man, we took some steps back in terms of the penalties, in terms of the composure, part of it, in terms of good decision making, with the football, in terms of, our guys just being, a little bigger in the moment. And so with that, you go back, you reboot, and you get a chance to, recalibrate, and let's go.
Coach, you coached against Steve Spurrier last year and now Sean Elliott this year. Is there any kind of differences between the two teams, the way they're coached?
No. I thought Coach Elliott did a good job, but I think, this game came down to us. It didn't come down to South Carolina. This game was about, having 5 turnovers on the road, and if you have 5 turnovers on the road, I don't see how you can win in somebody else's house, because we still kept it to a 19-point game. And if you can do that, you should have an opportunity to win.
Andy called from the sideline. Was that just something he wanted to try to be different?
Yeah, we needed his energy. I thought Andy did a good job of trying to manage the situations. Downstairs. He's able to look at his quarterback and find out exactly what's going on. He's able to talk to the offense. And tonight though, this is just about us needing to be better and grow up, because these were just immature mistakes. Okay, man, uncharacteristic, and we got to move past it.
One more question.
What was South Carolina doing, you said, to force those mistakes, or were they doing anything special in there?
They didn't do anything special to force mistakes. We knew we had to contain Farrell Cooper, okay, and Farrell Cooper got out. He got out on LSU a week ago. He got out on us. Okay, that's one play. I thought for the most part we may have leaked a little oil, but at the end of the day, man, we still stopped them when we needed to get critical stops. And that's what you got to do. You got to find ways to keep teams out of the end zone. And everybody that we faced this year has had a hard time putting it in there. So we just got to stay at it and find a way to get ourselves off the field and put points on the board.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you.